Welcome back, everybody. Right now, it's time for the Executive Edge. Some of the world's most powerful CEOs sounding off on a crucial issue for the markets right now, the trade skirmish, as some of them call it, with China. Here's what the leaders of JP Morgan, IBM, Boeing, AT&T, and Walmart said at the Business Roundtable Innovation Summit.
I'm encouraged by the dialogue that we've heard, and I think both President Trump and President Xi are motivated to find a solution.
So it's a minor issue for most companies, but it's a big issue for some. And some companies, they have to change supply lines. They have to make investments differently. They may hold off on something because they need to know where to build the plant.
I hear from many different parties very positive, just what we've seen, a very positive discussion about that there is a way forward here to work through this 90-day period with China. So I am cautiously glad to hear what I heard about those things.
A lot of people, myself included, say, oh, we see clouds on the horizon, and those clouds are derivatives of trade discussions.
It creates uncertainty as it relates to pricing. It causes us to start thinking about where we want to source goods from. We buy more merchandise made in the USA here by far than we do anywhere else, but China's second on that list. So we worry about next spring, next summer, next fall, what customers will have to pay if tariffs do escalate.
All of them kind of taking a wait-and-see approach to this. They all stepped back and said that right now it's not a massive issue. They're very hopeful about what they heard after this weekend summit at the G20. But Walmart in particular, I think it would be a very big deal of those five companies if this were to go through. Actually, Boeing, too. Boeing right now gets 25% of its deliveries go directly to China. 33% of its 737 deliveries go to China, and it's a massive part of its revenue. So big plans there.
It's on a different topic, but if you go on to Becky Quick's Twitter feed, you can see this image of Doug McMillon, right?
Yeah, Doug McMillon
has this great picture.
Right. He carries around with him on his iPhone, literally. He's shown it to me a couple of times, just right there on his iPhone, an app that shows him the top 10 retailers by decade that goes back about 7 or 8 decades. And he said he keeps it as a reminder, not just to be paranoid, but that you have to constantly innovate.
And it's so interesting to go back and to look at 1950, 1960, 1970, who was at the top and who. Yeah. What is that? An image? What is he? Where is he? What is
no,
he?
It's an app.
It doesn't change. So I was curious that it was an app.
Yeah, an app that he saves on it.
Ward is in there, going up and down the list.
Some of them were names that I hadn't even heard of. Sure. Like Zara I've heard of, but I hadn't heard of a few of the names that were on it. And that just tells you how quickly the big guys can fall. And it's something that he says motivates him every day.
Okay, we'll retweet it out for everybody else this morning.